What's up, immortals? It's your homeboy GM with Yu-Gi-Oh! Chapter 162. First of all, for my One Piece viewers, sorry that I wasn't there for the past 3 weeks. Out of those 3 weeks, two of them I had a lower back injury and I had to rest. And I needed to get my 100% back, but here I am. And last week, Comic Con week, so I was really busy organizing a lot of stuff, especially to promote my manga project called Heart of Wildfire. But here I am, I'm back. Let's get into this. Before I continue this review, please let me just remind you that it is very important to encourage the manga industry by purchasing the official releases because a lot of people put their hard work to make those happen. You can find them online at your local bookstore, or better yet, you can even download legally the digital versions. They are even cheaper, and that's what I'm doing with Comixology. I buy the chapter on a monthly basis. It's only $1, pretty cheap if you ask me. I am doing a manga project called Heart of Wildfire. The link is down below. Right now we are at 20%, so big thanks to all the support that I've been getting. Check it out, share it with your friends, donate if you can. All help is welcome. Thank you. So, last time we checked, Juzo versus Jinbei. Wow, that was one hell of a epic battle, and it wasn't even done. So now, man, I just hope Jinbei survives this. But you know what? The chapter is right there. My live reaction. Let's get into this. Okay, we get a view from above, and UQ Older headquarters it's being destroyed. Like it's hell for this hotel. Well, for this base of immortals that looks like an hotel. Man, this is really destructive. Oh my god. Okay, and it's Jinbei's battle that is that destructive, which I'm not surprised. But shit, like oh my god, what the hell's going on? Like look, I'm only at the first page and I'm already freaking out. My god. What's gonna happen? Yeah, they cut off each other's arm. That's how the last battle, the last chapter ended. Okay, and now they regenerated their arms. Well, for Jinbei, he just switch over his arm and stick it back. Um, as for Juzo, it seems like he has some sort of a weird like nanotech that is binding his arm back, or just growing a new one, I think. Wow, seriously, I can't believe that Jinbei was able to survive this. Wow, oof. Like, you can see the lump of meat that is his arm flying around like that with all the blood gushing out of it. Man, you gotta give props to Yuki Holder's artist. Man, the bloody details are on point. A little recall from how Jinbei's immortality worked. He has gained immortality by eating mermaid flesh. He can reattach severed limbs and they'll heal. But if any part of him is crushed or burned away, then he probably can't regenerate. So if his head comes off and gets crushed, then it's over for him. Okay. Like we know half of that information, but I didn't know that he could actually reattach severed limbs. But then again, it's not a surprise considering the number of scars that he has on his body. So yeah, so basically he just cannot lose uh, any limbs from his body. From what I'm guessing, from what that is being said about Juzo's immortality, it's on par. Wait, from what they are saying is that it's based off an elixir of life. So it says that we think that it was, and I quote, we think it was an immortality drug made using ancient mystical art on the fruit of the Fusang tree, a tree believed by people in the magical world to be on par with the world tree. From what we can tell, it seems to be an apex miracle elixir, at least as good as the golden pills that appear in the Monkey King legend. But even so, it's likely that the regeneration speed of plant-based immortality has its limit. Okay, so basically, in terms of immortality, Juzo might have the upper hand, But it seems that in life experience, well, not life experience, but battle experience, Jinbei has the upper hand on that. And okay, the chapter is called Switcheroo, so I guess this technique will have probably its roots or origins revealed. But let's get into this. Let's keep at it because wow. A fun fact about Juzo, uh, apparently he is being controlled by the parasitic demon that were created by Bahal. And Bahal, well, when it comes to her technology, it never fails, and they won't be able to extract that in battle. So, and I wouldn't be surprised if Juzo's immortality would have a help from Bahal's parasitic demon. So, I mean, the thing is, I mean, Juzo seems to be a very loyal guy towards Jinbei. So for him to be controlled by a parasitic demon from Bahal, I mean, it must mean that, maybe he tried to resist, but that didn't work. And it turns out that now he's being controlled. Because maybe if that thing was taken off, maybe he would just find back his senses. Because I know that what he said in the past, that he didn't want to feel anymore, and he was freed from his feelings and all that. Yeah, maybe Juzo wanted that all along, but to actually switch sides, that's big. Oh shit! Again, now Juzo is going towards Jinbei's neck, and the way that Jimmy was deflecting those hits was badass, graphically speaking. And whoa, now Jimmy just lost a leg. Holy shit! This is gonna switch over his neck, that's for sure. Come on, Jimmy, come on! Switcheroo. Oh, he reattached his limb. Look, he just lifts his leg. Oh my god. Wow. Juzo just cut. Oh my god. Juzo just cut Jimmy's leg in slices. Multiple slices. And Jimmy so reattached it and he delivered a fucking heavy blow of a kick. Yo, what the fuck? Oh, yo, man, the exchange of blows is just supernatural. Oh my god, Jimmy threw a some 3 or 4 giant blocks, and Juzo just cut through them like as if it was nothing. Holy shit. So we're getting some information regarding the switcheroo ability. From what I think the guy next to Iki, Iku, I really it's Iku, sorry. Have been calling him Iki for a while. I think it's, but checking the profile, it's Iku, sorry about that. Apparently from Iku's friend, I think his name is Senkyo. Um, yeah, sorry. Apparently, the switcher ability, there was rumor that Jinbei Sama using that skill after he fought in World War II. And he said that he may have formed a pact with some unusual demon in the South Seas. And apparently, Jinbei really went to many human conflict in history, including World War II. And apparently, he also took part in the Martian uprising in the 2050s. And like an idiot, Iku thinks that war is like a hobby. No, it's not. It's come on, you're more smart than that. But anyways, from what the other guy is saying is that for Jinbei, when he was asked, he just couldn't stand sitting down and do nothing. He wanted to be there for his comrades in arms, his war buddies in every era. So it wouldn't be surprised to find out that Jinbei is one of the oldest member of Yuki Older. I mean, we've seen it with the flashback with Yukihime, and he was like one of the founding members of the whole thing. I think he's number 2, so it's not surprising there. Oh man, Juzo just annihilated a freaking wall or something, and Jinbei is really running out of option. Like I think he's had his shoulder sliced. Well, no, many parts of him sliced off, but not sliced off, but he got a few new cuts now. So yeah, the guy, look, he's enduring. Like I don't know how Jimmy's gonna win this, but man, I think this is the first time in the entire series that we've seen Jinbei having a hard time fighting an adversary. Your face is so relaxed, but you're only barely in one piece because you force your body parts together. So how, Jinbei? And Jinbei's like, huh? Oh, okay. What's gonna happen next? Oh my God! Tried to cut through his arm, but but Jimmy blocked it. You are not the most powerful fighter. You are not trying to acquire greater strength. You have no attachment to anything, not even to life. The look on your face says you're ready to die. Then how? How can you be this strong? Wow. Now that is something. Wow, that is something that that is really a great question. I think that the fact that Jinbei is ready to die, no surprise there as well. I mean, the guy have been through so many conflicts in history. Maybe he's ready to call it quits, but I'm guessing that not without a good fight, obviously. Um, and wow, I just the way Juzo brought up that question, like it really makes him doubt himself. Like, I mean, you're ready to die, and yet I can't beat you. Like, why? Why are you so strong? So that was a really great sentence that defines how powerful Jinbei is. We get a flashback. We are entering a flashback. Sorry, about Jinbei and not Jinbei. Sorry, well, Jinbei, yes, and Juzo and how he became that strong. And he's like, all I did was swing a sword for 100 years, 200 years, 300 years, and we see him slicing up a waterfall, which is quite impressive, I have to say. Not something that not something that I haven't seen so many times, but still, it is impressive. Okay, he hasn't just sliced the waterfall. He sliced the cliff, the piece of rock that was holding the waterfall. Okay, that is some dope shit. It is, but it's good that we're getting a flashback because I wanted to see how powerful he became. Because I didn't just buy the whole thing that I was training. Sorry, I was training that I'm cutting for so many years that now I can even cut spells, cut curses and shit like that. It was a bit far fetched for me. Like when he first appeared and he cut through Karen's immortality, I don't know. It was just that there must be something else. But if we are to see his training and how he became to that point, maybe I'll understand it. Okay, so we get to the travel that Jinbei and Juzo had. Apparently, from Juzo's perspective, he never saw Jinbei train. While he was always training at slicing, at swinging a sword. And throughout those ages, when war came, he quickly jumped into it for no apparent reason, and he gave himself those wounds that he didn't need, he didn't have to suffer. And he started asking himself why. And to be honest, I want to know why too. All the time I've known you, I've never felt that I could beat you. Wow. I love Jinbei's reply to that. Really, kid? You turned to the dark side just to figure that out? That is some pure Jinbei humor right there. I love his next I love his next sentence. All you had to do was invite me out for drinks and I would have listened to you whine your heart out for crying out loud. You didn't even call me. Now that is a Jinbei that I know. Despite in a desperate situation, smiling, cocky, just laid back. Wow. Like I said, I hope Jinbei wins this fight, but he might lose because the Juzo is pretty powerful. But yeah, wow. Okay, that is something very interesting we just saw. Um, so Jinbei is like, okay, so you got all this strength. What's next? What are you gonna do? Cut down the gods that created this lousy world? And he says, and I quote, You only say that because you really want what you really want is to avenge your family. And you couldn't get that even with all your newfound strength. So yeah. Hmm. So he wanted to avenge his family. I mean, he was born in a very poor era, and he was pretty much an orphan. So yeah, and maybe okay, maybe the fact that he couldn't avenge his family, maybe that will trigger something for that parasite to log off his head. But maybe hitting him with the truth that's gonna affect him in a more pure way. Like he has to face the fact that hey, no matter how powerful you get, you can't go back to the past, but you can only go to the future and do what you gotta do. You know. So it could be possible that Jinbei is gonna use that psychology to reach him. Okay, so now Juzo is like taking a stance, and Jinbei cannot sense him anymore. So if that means that okay, look, this means I haven't turned the page yet, but which means that the next strike might be the final one, and he actually might kill Jinbei. So let's see what how this is gonna end. Okay, the final hit is coming, and wow. Okay, whoa, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Oh my God! He just Oh my God, he just passed by Jinbei, anti-Void Flash. Oh man, I'm so afraid to turn the page, but I know I'm gonna have to. Holy fuck. Okay, he cut off all the walls in half along with Jinbei's head, and Jinbei's head just exploded in a million pieces. Oh God. No way, it can't be. Oh, no, 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 no. Look, please, give something good, please. Okay, now Juzo's freaking out because it was too easy. Now, something in his mind is talking. If you beat him, then move to the next target. And okay, be quiet. I only followed you because I too wanted to fight Jinbei. That's all. And okay, now he's having inner struggle. He's freaking out. Uh, I think what's happening is now that he killed Jinbei, he thought that he would find some sort of answer, but at the end, he that's not what he wanted. I guess he didn't. I didn't realize that it would be that easy, or he just, you know, he realized that at the end of that pack, he found nothing. And yep, he just tore off the parasite barehanded. Here we go. And like it was bound to happen. Okay, Juzo is freaking out. He's like, you return from every battlefield. You face countless fatal situations that even immortals struggle to survive, and you always came back alive. It can't end like this. Not for you. A sword strike from someone as pathetic as I am could never destroy you. Okay, like he's really losing it. I can see regret in what he's done. Oh, okay. I thought he tore up the parasite, but the parasite kind of grew out of his head. Oh shit. Okay, you know what? I feel like okay, I'm seeing what's gonna happen. I think that the parasite is gonna be how can I say this? I think that Juzo might use a parasite onto Jinbei to revive him. Because Jinbei can't die like that. It's just not right. Oh my god. Jinbei is alive. Son of a bitch. I should have known. Oh, asshole. It's like smoking a cigarette. Good grief. I'm flattered that you put so much trust in me. But you really overestimated me, Juzo. Put yourself in my shoes, would you? The whole guy who has to fight you. Oh my, yeah, son of a bitch, man. Is he gonna do a switcheroo against that devilish parasite? Okay, it seems that. Okay, Juzo is swinging his sword at Jinbei's neck again, but we see him like his astral figure, his spirit, his soul being projected out of his body. Oh, hey, Juzo. So you can't see it too. Well, we are the top swordsman in numbers, always talking about being the strongest. Oh my God. Okay, well, so what's going on? What the hell? It seems that we're getting a little more uh, explication regarding the switcheroo. Okay, so the way Jinbei explains it, and I'm gonna quote him because even I don't think that I can explain it any better than he can. It's like looking at the third dimension from the fourth dimension, I guess. When you look at when you look at over the reality in front of you, like you're looking at a game board. This is what my switcheroo really is. It's called the board of none and supreme polarity. Okay, okay. Oh man, chapter ends there. Shit. Okay, so wow, now that was an incredible chapter. The battle, the drama, the psychological breakdown from Juzo, Jinbei believing to be dead, and turns out he's not. Okay, seriously, I want to know next chapter how the fuck did he survive that? Because look, either this is some instant transmission DBZ like, or I don't know. Look, seriously, I don't even know what to say about this because this was fucking epic. Like, I did not see Jinbei survive this at all. Like, how, seriously, how the fuck did he survive? How the hell? So, anyways, I feel like Juzo might turn his back from the dark side and, help out his younger recruits. But, seriously, this was a great introspective towards Jinbei's life and how he met with Juzo, and also onto Juzo's life. All he wanted to do is become strong and avenge his family, which he couldn't do, which he can't do anymore at that point since he lived so many centuries. Um, I think that the way I see it, I think that Juzo is trying to find death at the same time because I feel he needs to be defeated by his master, Jinbei. And like he said previously, Jinbei is like, if he were to die on this battle, well, that would be it. He would accept it. But every time there is a confrontation, he never backed down from a fight. So I guess maybe Jinbei is trying to find a peaceful death, perhaps, because if finding death in a war is what he wants, at the same time with his abilities and all the things that he can do, he'll never leave his comrade dying. So, and since he cannot die of normal death, obviously, it's gonna take a long time. So, for Juzo, what's gonna happen to him? I think at that point, I think the only person that can bring him back to the good side is Jinbei. If that doesn't succeed, look, they're pretty much fucked. So anyways, tell me your thoughts about this chapter, comment, rate, subscribe, share this video, much appreciated, and I'll catch you guys next month, guys. So One Piece viewers, I'll be back this week with the new chapter that is gonna be released in a few days. So in the meantime, please do me a favor. For your homeboy, take care of yourselves. See ya!